from his 2 reactor barracks out, and he's going to keep the pressure up, but not a lot going down for Task Force here. He puts up his wall, but it's still able to be breached by a Marauder. Wait, no, he is retreating because of these speedlings. They're very scary. Meanwhile, he does have some Vikings on the prowl for Overlords. Here's an Overseer, a couple of Overlords, so he might be in trouble of losing some supply here. And if I was Task Force, I wouldn't be worrying about an Overseer. I would be killing drones. Because hurting an economy is much easier if they don't have the money to recuperate. Here, it's just spend 100 minerals, you get everything back. If you destroy drones, on the other hand, you can't. There's no staying power. Those 50 minerals aren't as consequential, of course, but they can. Ooh, it looks like we're gonna land. No, he's. See, here's the thing: Vikings can pretty much take out a queen. So I'm not sure exactly what Task Force is doing. Looks like he's going to be kiting a little. He's using a little bit of micro on this Overseer just to kind of kill it. But it doesn't hurt him as much because he was able to produce. He has got all this money, as does Task Force. I'm not even seeing expansion. Oh, there we go. Finally. I was worried that he wasn't going to be putting one down. He's finally getting a reactor, realizing that Zerg would have no answer to Hellions, but that means he must get medevacs because he's not going to be able to get through this front door unless he has a great big... Oh, look at that. He's just... Ralphie is just sitting there and taking it from these Vikings instead of getting some anti-air. He does have layer tech, so I am surprised that we're not seeing a Hydra Den going down anywhere. It's curious that he also hasn't used any drones to saturate this gas, which he is severely lacking. And look at this. 6 Mutalisks in production, as well as 8 on the field thus far, and he's getting more and more Zerglings to support that. Overlords. These Vikings are making their money. If I was Task Force, I would send a couple SCVs to send them back up to full health, because it's always cheaper to repair a unit than to... Oh, look at this, out of position. Does he have any more Vikings? No, he doesn't, but he does have a bunch of Marines here. It looks like he's got 27. That's a hell of a force there. But it looks like Ralphie is getting ready to attack with 13 Mutas, while Task Force's Vikings are about as far away as you can imagine for this. Worker count, though, I am surprised to say that the Zerg is ahead. So, not too smart here by Task Force here. Oh, wow, get those Mutas out. There are a couple going to go down by... What? He was attacking a supply depot. That is a pro move, Task Force. You better come and... Oh my god. If he doesn't repair this, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to post on the forum that you are, in fact, a noob. 65, 64. I don't care what's going on the rest of the game. Apparently there's some Viking harass down in his expansion. And will this go down? It looks like it might. I'm not sure if he sees it, that it's on fire. 13, 12, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, he lost the supply depot. And it looks like while I was looking at that, the Mutas did take care of those hero Vikings that took out so many Overlords, as well as participating in the attack on this expansion here. So, still not a lot of going down for Ralphie, and I'm not sure what the hell this guy is talking about. He is playing, a horrible game. He lost a supply depot for free, which surprisingly didn't help or hurt him all that much because of his command center finally finishing, and he's going to be getting his expansion here. Usually, and I've heard this from many people, Diamond players included, that it is much better to... What is this? He muled 3 times, not on mineral patches. And he's getting an SCV. I would much rather have an orbital command before lifting off and moving. That way you can accrue some more energy on the way. So he's got 2 Hellions. Looks like 3 more Vikings, 4 Marauders, and 30 Marines. So, 54 Zerglings might not be able to stand up to that. 17 Mutas will help a little bit, but... Oh! Muta's taking out the expansion. Task Force again is caught out of position here, while Ralphie is getting the gold. He is sending SCVs, thinks better of it. And it looks like unless he pulls some units or gets some more Vikings out here, there's a Viking. There's a couple Marines. They're waypointed in the center. He is not going to save that command center, so that's going down. pushing the attack against these speedlings, and because of the air, he is able to see through the smoke, while these speedlings decide that it's better to die valiantly in battle than of old Zergling age. So mutas do come up in the center, and they do focus down these Vikings without taking too much damage. Oh, I lied. That's a lot of damage. There is a lot of Marines there. I'm not sure how Ralphie is going to survive this one. He does have some more speedlings here, and it looks like in production we have more Zerglings. 12 Zerglings, so that's going to pop out to be 24 maybe? I'm not sure how the production tab handles Zerglings. So Queen going down again. That's, what, 600 in Queens. This SCV is getting in on the fight. Broodling's probably going to take care of him once this hatchery does go down. And no, it just goes straight around, so the SCV survives. Meanwhile, the drones come in for a little move. He tries to micro, or what does he do there? He loses his army yet again. It looks like Task Force is mined out of the main. No, he is not. He's not, but he is low. He is very, very low, so he's taking his main. He says utterly imbalanced. How is that imbalanced? You can produce more Marines through a reactor on your barracks than he can through his hatchery, unless it's injected. And so, let's start this. He attacks with a bioball, mainly tier 1 units, and expects to win against Zerglings and mutas. Well, the Zerglings do the damage on the ground, while mutas do the glaive, which just jumps and jumps and jumps. Meanwhile, his hatchery down here at gold is not being utilized. It has been up for a little bit. And Task Force saying that Zerg is overpowered, considering that Zerg don't seem to be that good of a race in StarCraft 2 just yet. Look at all these. He is clearly paranoid, and he hasn't started putting up a lot of missile turrets here. This Overlord is able to see that. He does have another small bioball of Marines, and as well as Vikings. Looks like this Viking is going to take care of the snooping Overlord over here. Meanwhile, Ralphie is just sitting pretty with a lot of minerals. He's got outproduced. Looks like, I don't know, that guy is doing something. So he's rebuilding his muta army, saturating down here. Should be getting a queen down here as well as a queen back here, but he is not. These aren't mining. So I can say that both these players can play much better than this, and I would be much more surprised. And look at this. He's got 16 drones, 17 drones here. Looks like he is going to be moving them down to gold. And if Task Force does not catch this, I don't see how he can come back, because he's working off of one base. He left a bunch of gas in his main, so he's not mining. And I don't understand how he can sit here and say, oh, he does find this expansion, so he should be moving him out immediately to destroy this. Ralphie, not in a position to defend, is going to just abandon it and hopefully catch him off guard with these speedlings. I would like to see a drop. I would like to see... He doesn't even have Carapace upgraded, so let's see what patch this was, because in patch 14, actually, this got nerfed to 100, so this is a patch 14. This is recently played. Not as recently, I mean, patch 15 is out. So, interestingly enough, there's only one or two